Namaste. Welcome to Telugu Prajala Manasakshi Sakshi TV. I am Swarna, Vastu and Graha Sastra Swagatam Suswagatam. Today, we are going to discuss about Vastu and secrets to happiness. To discuss that, we are back with our leading astrologer and expert, Dr. Dipika Sanghi Gupta. Namaste Deepika ji, how are you?
Namaste Swarna ji, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. So, viewers, if you have any questions and would like to consult Deepika ji, you can reach her at Om Holistic Healings at 732-979-2080. Without any further delay, let's start our show. And today's topic, Vastu and Secret to Happiness. So, Deepika ji, everybody likes to know the secrets. That is the best part of life. Vastu is giving the secret ideas or secret ways to get the happiness. So, this is really interesting for me. I'm looking forward for a lot of information. So, how do you think, how can anyone can get happiness through Vastu?
Okay, first you tell me, what is happiness? How can you measure happiness? That this is true happiness.
If you feel satisfied in your life, if everything feels balanced, I feel happy, right?
Yeah. So see, happiness for each and everyone is very different. For somebody, it can be relief from their physical pain, like the old people. Then for a student, it's like, getting the admission in the best school or the dream school. That is happiness. Then for females, some females, it's like a husband's love is happiness. For somebody, it's money happiness. So, happiness is different for each and everybody. For somebody, it's like positive feelings is happiness. For somebody, it can be just contentment in life. For somebody, it can be satisfaction, joy in life. For somebody, it can be like donating goods. I have seen so many people, when they do something for the others, then they feel happy, right? At times, otherwise, some people are like that. If somebody do for them, then they feel happy, right? So somebody feels happiness in surrenderness, like Meera felt happiness in surrendering herself, like Buddha felt happiness in surrendering. So, and sometimes for somebody, it's winning the game is the happiness. So for somebody, it's losing that game is happiness, right? So for each and everybody, the happiness is different. For businessmen, it's like being successful is happiness, right? So for different people, it is different and it cannot be measured. It can remain for a day, for a month, for a year, or lifelong, right? Like you get your dream car. Like if you see men, usually they get their dream car for 1 month, they're very happy and everything. Then it becomes part of the life, right?
Yeah.
So where this happiness comes, it comes from the clarity of mind and heart. Like the way the mind is clear, if the heart is clear, then you feel happiness. And for these two things, the Northeast should be very, very much clear. If the Northeast has garbage, if the Northeast has a toilet there, if a Northeast has a kitchen there, then whatever you do, you won't feel that happiness. It will not be a long-lasting happiness.
Yes.
So this zone should be very, very clear. It is one of the very delicate zones in the Vastu. See, whatever questions we have been discussing here, I always say that Northeast should be very, very much clear. It should not have fire. It should not have any dirty water. It should not have any garbage. It should not have any storage over there. So if the Northeast is clean, then you feel happiness in life. Then you feel happiness in small things also. Like in evening, just sipping a coffee with your spouse will give the happiness.
Okay.
Right? But if you have Northeast, dead up with the things which are not required, or, as females usually have the tendency to, keep on things, like 10 years back clothes also you can see in their wardrobe, and then they'll say that I don't have anything to wear, right? So if that is the case, then please check your Northeast. Northeast must be, either storage might be there or some dirty water, and like sewage in the Northeast is the worst part a house can have.
So, Deepika, you just said fire is not good at Northeast, right? Usually, with my little knowledge, I'm saying, so usually people keep God facing Northeast, right? Like Northeast side way. So, if you're keeping a God, or if you're lighting a lamp, Is that okay? I mean, I'm just saying because now you said fire. I'm just thinking we put incense sticks, we put deep everything, right? Aarti, hum sab kuch, like everything we do towards northeast only. So
Yeah.
that then fireplace is different, right? I just want
Yeah.
to make the difference.
See, if you lighting a lamp in the northeast, that is a very small kind of fire. But if you have that whole cooking range over there, that's a big fire, right? Because and that is a permanent fire over there. So
Yeah.
because it will have a big oven there, it will have four, gas stoves over there. And then usually when we cook, then one or two gas stoves we use. If we are not using four altogether, then one or two we use. So, that is again a permanent fire over there. And then
Okay.
sometimes in some houses, see, they cook non-veg also. And the second thing is that, wherever, like especially in the Hinduism, if you go, so the prasad, the food which is offered to the god, does not have any kind of onion and garlic in it, right? In
Yeah.
the temples, you usually don't get, but in the northeast, if you are cooking the food with the onion, garlic, then some kind of negative aspect you are adding according to the Vedas, because it
Yeah.
is called as the tamasic food. So the sattvic food, if you see the saints, what they have talked about the sattvic food, it's very, very light, very light. It's nothing that I'm saying that Vedas have said that onion and garlic are bad. No, they really have a lot of medicinal properties in that. It is said that when we cook the food in onion and garlic, we add more oil to the vegetable,
Yes.
right? But if we don't add then we can, even cook the food in one drop oil also, right? We can
Yeah.
cook that vegetable in one drop. So more oil, more spices. So that is why, according to the science, it is said that it is kind of a tamasic food then. And if you see the saints, what food they used to have, very light food, very, very light food. Very simple and very light. Nothing like puris or fried food daily, no. They'll have simple rice and curd, very simple food, right? So, like if we cook curd rice, then we don't need too much of oil, very little oil, and that's why it is considered that it is very, very healthy food. And also, I have read somewhere on the Google only that curd rice is good if you eat, like somebody eaten having cancer or cancer cells, so it is good over there also curd rice, right?
Okay.
So if we don't add that onion and garlic to the food, we can make the food very, very lighter, which is known as the sattvic food, and that is why it is offered in the temple. So
Okay.
in the northeast, if we have the gas stove, then it's kind of a permanent fire settled over there. And then it is nothing like the sattvic fire also. But
Yeah.
when we light the
Okay.
diya, incense sticks, then we give the sattvic fire over there. So that is good because that is actually the zone of the god, the northeast.
Awesome. Thank you, Deepika ji, for clarifying that. So, Deepika ji, like you said, for every person, luck, I mean, happiness is different, right? Like you differentiated already. So, like I personally feel luck will make my life more happier. Of course, everyone's. I'm just talking from my side. So, uh, if I want to increase my luck in my life, is there anything I can do through Vastu in the house to have the peace of mind, more luck, feel like everything is working out?
Hmm. See, again, just like happiness, luck is also different. Like somebody is very successful in life but have very bad personal life. So they want luck only in the personal life. Somebody will have a good personal life but bad professional life. Their job is not stable. So they just want luck over there. Somebody might not be having children. So for them, being lucky is getting a child, right? And not somebody, I think most of the Indians here are not getting married. So, like because on astrology, I get maximum questions regarding marriage only. So for somebody, it's like getting married. For somebody, it's like getting divorced is luck, coming out of a rotten marriage. So luck is again different for different people. It depends what kind of a luck a person wants to have.
Okay.
Right.
So,
So in past, that is very, long time back when we used to see just one direction for a thing. Today, it is a modern time. There is a lot of modernization. Daily things are changing. A phone, like if you see even the smartphones, after every 3 months, upgraded phone is coming, right?
yeah.
So lot of fastness in the world today. So according to that, we have to check the different zones, like what the person wants. And according to that, we put the energy in that zone. We check that zone.
So, Lord Kubera is a person who gives us money, right? Like, the God who gives us money. I mean, that's what I know with my little knowledge, Deepika ji. Please correct me if I'm saying
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
wrong.
sure.
Like, is there any particular, like, Kuber Stan in the house? Like, generally, like, we can keep, can we keep the Kubera idols and do puja? How does that, I can pray to Kubera.
Okay. See, Kuber is basically the god of wealth, right? And
Yeah.
very, very close to Lord Shiva. Very close to Lord Shiva. But Kuber cannot be worshipped in the house. We can never keep the diya, incense stick, dhoop, or any other kind of, puja of Lord Kuber. It should never be worshipped. Yes, we can keep an idol, not a painting, but we can keep an idol of Lord Kubera. So Lord Kuber, he has 3 legs, 8 teeth, and a very big round eyes. And Lord Kubera is, he lives on Mount Meru, and he is always served by Apsaras because he is the god of wealth, right?
Yeah.
So, Lord Kubera, yes, definitely we can keep, but never worship them. And if we somebody wants, like they want to keep Lord Kubera, not somebody else, everybody wants to keep for the money, for the riches, then North is the best place to keep the Lord Kubera.
Oh wow, thank
Yeah.
you, Deepika ji. I have no idea at all about the, Kubera. So, and I mean, this is really good. So, is there any like Kubera's favorite color or anything related to him, like any good luck number, anything?
No, nothing like that. See, one time somewhere while giving a talk, I talked about Lord Kubera and I said that he loves being in the, a cold breeze around him, fragrant cold breeze. So,
Okay.
people, they conclude on their own. So what somebody did, they put a fan and they put the aromas in it, and, the fan was facing Lord Kubera's idol. See, that's why I don't want to speak anything regarding the colors and everything. There is nothing like that. That all is totally and totally myth. If somebody says that this is the number of Lord Kubera, this is, the favorite color, favorite thing of Lord Kubera, nothing like that. See, the Lord Kubera loves Apsaras. So can anybody offer him that? No ways. Right? And see, now, and see, he lives in Alkapuri. So can somebody gift him regarding that? No, it's somewhere in the heaven. Nobody even knows. So anybody has seen over there and come back to planet Earth? No, nobody. So people, make things on their own, and then some people, they are smart to an extent. They'll make a YouTube video, and then see, people who are really want money for their survival, they see those videos and spend unnecessary money over there, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So people have to get that hits on a channel, so they do all these stuff, but then a myth is spread. So definitely Lord Kubera can be kept for the riches, to have more money in the house, but never worship them. Just place the idol, a brass idol, in the north of the house. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Deepika ji. Because, like when you said Kubera is a god who can give you money, the first thing we can do is like, okay, what can we do to impress him to get good luck or, get more money? Because personally, we all feel like at the end of the day, if you have money, most of our problems are solved. Like,
Yeah.
that's how
Yes.
we get kind of a
Yes.
happiness in life. So, what other secrets, like, what other suggestions you can give us to get more happiness in the house?
See, more happiness is like, as I said, clarity of mind is very important. If you want more happiness, as in journal, then spend more time in the eastern side of northeast of the house. Like in the evening, the whole family sits over there. If you have a family room over there, then family bonding gets strong, and then one get the happiness through the family. If somebody wants happiness in the children, like through their children, or if somebody not conceiving and want a child, then west should be checked. The west direction is very important. If somebody wants that happiness in the relationship, especially with the spouse, then the southwest has to be checked, that what are the problems there. If somebody wants the happiness through the job, like they want some promotion in the job, then keep all your certificates in the north side of the house. So it depends what kind of happiness one is looking for. If somebody is looking for happiness in the through meditation, through spirituality, then sit in the northeast and do meditation. So it depends like what. And if somebody wants, especially a tip for the ladies, if somebody wants happiness from the in-laws, then check the eastern side of southeast. If that is balanced, then the person has cordial relation. So the couple will have cordial relation with each other's parent.
No, Deepaji, actually, this is a very, important point to be noted because each one has different problems, and by solving them only, they feel like they're happy.
They're
So, like
happy.
you
Yeah.
said, if you have in-laws problem, there is something, I mean, different direction than if someone is having financial problem.
Yeah.
So, Deepkaji, you said Kubera idol we can keep, right? So,
Yeah.
like that, I don't know whether it is true or myth. Like keeping a fish painting in the house is good. Is that true? Like a fish, big paintings on the wall, like.
See, big fish painting is okay, though fish is considered as the planet of salvation, enlightenment. Because see, fish sign is usually in the Pisces sign, and Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac. So, fish is usually considered as the animal of salvation, enlightenment. So, in household, we don't want that. See, we don't want either the wife to leave the family and go for meditation and spirituality, or husband leaving his duties and going for his meditations. We want a balanced life today, because in such a fast world today, we need husband wife to work like like the bicycle thing, right? One here and one there, and they're still together, right? And then we want the family to have good bonding, because now there are no joint families. Everybody has one or two children. So it is the families which used to be large in number has now just shrink to four or five people. And then sometimes just there are no siblings also. So we don't want that. We want a good bonding in the family. So I would say avoid having fish in the family. Sometimes people even put aquariums. So that is also a big no. Because see, aquarium is again, you are stacking of water somewhere, right? And water is actually our emotions. If we talk about the five elemental theory, then water is emotions. And when emotions stack, then there is lot of churning inside. Then person does not want to go deeper. Person does not want to explore new things. And then let's say if a man is getting job opportunities, he won't be doing that, because then he has to change some routine of his. So they won't be interested in doing so. So a fish aquarium should never be there in the house or in the office, or fishes.
So, I mean, does fish painting and fish aquarium like they both show same kind of effect on the people who are living in the house with Kaji, or which is like more or less affected?
See, fish painting will definitely have a lower impact, but fish aquarium will have very, very higher impact. And then if I talk about fishes also, then again, don't keep, big paintings of fish, because whatever is in the surrounding definitely plays an important role on our subconscious mind,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
So,
So that's why
but
never keep big fish paintings or something, because they will also create energy. See, fishes, first of all, they are very soft animal, right? And then if you see the zodiac, Pisces, so one fish facing this side, another fish facing that side. So fishes usually get confused easily. That what that sign says. They can move here, they can move there also, right?
okay, yeah. But Deepika ji, what about the birds? Like I see some people having birds, like parrot or some birds they like as a pet. So, can we talk a little bit about the pets in the house?
Yeah, see, pets, if I talk about birds, then why we have to control anybody? Like, see, if we keep dogs or cats, then they can roam here and there, right? We don't, restrict them to a place. But birds, their originality is in flying and touching the sky. And then
Yeah.
we keep them in a cage, right? Which is not good. What the nature has actually made for them is like a big sky for them, big sky, right? And then what we are doing, we are just restricting their flight. We are restricting their what the original nature is. So
Yeah.
never keep birds in the house, especially in the cage. And yes, one can feed the birds. That is very, very good thing. And many of the planets, malefic effects also get vanish if you feed the birds. That is okay, but never keep the birds in the cage.
Okay. But if someone is already having birds, so which direction do you suggest them to keep?
Release them.
Release them. Okay.
Yeah, release
Okay.
them. See, birds, according to Vastu, is not good in the house. Yes, but definitely one can keep the idol of eagle or lovebirds. That is a kind of a remedy in the Vastu. But idols are okay, but not real birds. I'll say release them.
Okay. Thank you,
Let
Deepika.
them live their life. See, even they are the part of that 84 lakh birds which Lord Vishnu said in the Gita. So they are also the part of that. So why we have to restrict anybody? Let everybody have their own wings, their own sky, their own flight, right?
Yes, yes.
And if we all
So
will stop buying such things, then I feel one day this business will also stop of killing the birds and then putting them in a cage. Yeah, that will also stop.
wow. So Deepika ji, so before we end the show, I just want to ask you like any simple suggestions for our viewers to do right away in the houses, like small changes in the house for get more happiness.
Put some plants in the eastern side of the northeast. That is one of the very good remedies. And then you can put a bowl of a water in eastern side of the northeast for more and more happiness and peace in the house. And then in the northeast also, just put some good books over there, especially the holy books, the Gita, whatever the religion person belongs to, because Vastu is not restricted to a religion, right? So whatever is there, just put some good books or some books which are karma oriented. So see, happiness also comes when we understand what kind of a karmas we have to do, when we are connected to our own higher soul, right? Because then otherwise, if we are not living on the higher self, then we are always like, this person has done this, that has done this, that politics, this thing, that thing. So when we rise above all this, so it is always like we feel happiness, though whatever the people surroundings are playing around us, still we feel happiness inside.
Okay. So, Deepika ji, just after you said like, holy books, I'm just wondering. So, if the books are not placed in a right direction, is that like anything vastu dosh or something? Not like that, because those
Yes,
are like,
yes. If we put the books in the zone of depression, then our children in that house won't be interested in studying.
okay.
And if
Thank you.
say, let's say somebody is into the attorney, if he or she is placing their books in a negative direction, then they won't be able to execute their knowledge into their profession.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Deepika ji, for clarifying all my questions and helping a lot of us to understand so many things. Like, this is not an easy thing because Vastu Shastra is something very deep and you're making us to understand so easily. So, viewers, if you have any questions and would like to reach out Deepika ji for further consultation, you can reach out to Om Holistic Healings at 732-979-2080. Next week, we will be coming back with another interesting topic on Vastu and Graha Sastra. This is Swarna signing off. You're watching Telugu Prajala Sakshi TV. Namaste.